Hello again, friends and family. You know who it is. It's your boy Short. Um, New day. You know how they say life happens. I hope you guys can hear me because in the background I got my channel playing. It's gonna play random videos and stuff like that. I would really appreciate, like I always say, subscribe, like, and share, and also look up some of my old videos, man. It can help out a lot of stuff. We're talking about LS stuff right now, you know, the LS motors, but it also has stuff on like carbureted motors. There's a lot of stuff on here with hydraulics, a lot of rebuilds on motors, car club stuff, you know, old schools, classic muscle, hot rods, and of course that touches my heart, the low riders. You see I got the shirt, Impala girl right here, you know. It's not my club shirt. I'll wear that again on the next video or something like that, because I'm trying to knock this out. We got about 6 down, so we're about to do opening of number 7, all right, on the box. And on number 7 it's gonna be the chrome throttle gas pedal kit with throttle cable, and I got that on eBay as well for $43.49. So what we're gonna do is open this up and let's see what they gave us. Okay, so we open up the box. It's a chrome gas pedal. Why is this just, oh, it's got a bolt in it, an Allen wrench. So I guess that's for the adjustment down here at the bottom. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it seems like good quality. It looks like a spoon, something small. And then what else we got right here? Okay, and then here is the actual throttle cable for the throttle body that's gonna go to the gas pedal right here. Again, I got this on eBay. I'm not sponsored by eBay, you know. But yeah, let me go ahead and walk around again because I ain't got no camera guy. So I'm gonna walk around again and then pause this so I can close this up and open up the next box. Stay tuned. So okay, I'm back again, family. This is number 8. This is gonna be our AC Delco belt tensioner, and this is gonna go with. I had to change the belt tensioner because they recommend that you run one that matches your water pump. So since I'm changing out my water pump, and again in the videos we're gonna see the spacers that I had to put so that way my belts would stay in alignment. So let's go ahead and open this up. Again, I ain't sponsored by eBay, but it's a little bit convenient to find my parts. So I believe these are the instructions. We're not gonna make the video that long like that, but this is the tensioner. It's supposed to match the water pump. Oh man, yeah. So again, you guys get at me, you know, like I said, follow me on Facebook, get at me on Messenger, and if we have to have a deep conversation, whatever, I have no problem with sharing my phone number. I'm just not really trying to put it out there, but please, when you find this video, subscribe to my channel, man, and then you can actually go to like the older videos that I posted on Impala girl right here, Impala girl, you know. Right now I got, I guess, my fish tank in the background, but the thing is, man, it loses a lot of the algorithm. I believe that's the name of it. So if you subscribe to my channel, or just go to the channel, you know, but again, it don't cost nothing. Like, share, subscribe, you know. If you hit me up in the comments, man, I'll hit you up too. And that way we can share this knowledge, because I'm always about keeping these beautiful cars alive. And I usually don't bother you with seeing me put everything back, because we're going through this list, right? There's like 24 things on this list. And but this one's an easy one to put back together. But you can look me up through my real name, Gilbert Guillermo, or look for Shorty Mac G1, right? SHORTYMAC G1, right? And you'll see my page pop up. And again, that was number 8. I got that on eBay. I don't know if I said the price, so let me see what I. Okay, number 8 was the AC Delco tensioner. That ran me $57.63. You know, and on that note, let me go ahead, stop again, and go around, and we'll open up the next one. So to kind of make this process go a little bit faster, I hope I'm in focus. Again, I don't have no camera. What I'm gonna do is, since these ones are small, we got 9 and 10. I'll go through the list and tell you what it is. Just to kind of try to knock this out, so that way I don't have to keep getting up and down, you know. But let me see what we got here. What we're gonna be opening up, which would be number 9 on the list, and that would be the idler pulley relocator bracket. I bought that on eBay as well for $17.39. And then I'll let you know what number 10 is in a minute. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there's not too, it's nothing too special about this, right? But it's necessary because the alignment of your serpentine belt on these motors are gonna be a little different when you change your water pump and stuff like that. And also too, I explained about the water pump, how on the truck one it goes up and it inflicts with the position where your throttle body's gonna be at and your sensors and stuff like that. So that's why you go with like the F bodies, I wanna say, which is like a Camaro, a Firebird, stuff like that. So these right here are just the spacers. Very good quality, they're aluminum. Some of them are cut a little deep, so that way your idler can sit flush, but very good quality. This is the other one as well, the other idler tensioner bracket. Then it comes with longer bolts, because you're not going to be able to use those bolts, because we're putting like 3/4 of an inch, right? 3/4. So that way it's able to actually screw into your block. So with that, and I know I'll try to pause everything, but this is something simple, so we're just gonna keep it rolling. I won't put it in the box, but that was number 9. Okay, there's a lot to this, man. For these LS swaps, there's a lot to it. We're gonna go ahead and open up number 10. Hope I don't cut myself. That'd be terrible right here on video at that, right? And then, number 10 is gonna be the 3/4 inch fucking water pump spacer swap kit. And this is what we're gonna need, that goes in the back of the water pump. So let's see what this has in here. Again, it comes with the hardware. We're gonna need longer bolts. Oh, it also comes, I don't know if the camera can see it because it has the bolts, but then it also has this part that screws in to one of the spacers, I believe, for your steam line. And it's very important on these steam lines. There's a lot of videos out there that explain more into depth, but what it is the way they set this up, the heads trap pockets of air, and it can create your car to overheat. So that's where the steam line goes, And then I also got brackets for my steam line and stuff like that. And we'll go more into depth about that when I get to that part. So just bear with me. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Again, it may be a little long. It's an educational video. Ain't too much about you know, beautiful cars or whatever, but this video is about showing you what it takes to get them up there. You get what I'm saying? And again, this is more budget friendly. It could have been a little bit lower. I'm gonna give the grand total on everything towards the end of the video, but you could do it cheaper. This is just the way I'm trying to do it, and I don't really want to use the cheap. I'm trying to say more cost efficient or whatever, right? Get the most bang for the buck. You guys know, everybody knows there's a lot of money into these cars. So I showed you the hardware. Then you got your spacers. They're 3/4 of an inch, right? 3/4. And on one of them, let me see. Is it this one? Okay, it's not this one, but this is one of them. They come with the gaskets too. I want to say it comes with 4 gaskets, because you need the gasket from the block to the water pump. But since we're putting spacers, you're going to need a gasket, then the spacer, then another gasket on both of these spacers, and then the water pump. And again, forgive me, man. I'm just trying to get this information out there. And then, okay, so this one, when you mount it, it has a hole right here. I don't know if you guys can see the hole right here, but that's where that nipple goes, where you can attach your steam line to it. So that way you don't have to drill and tap a hole in your existing water pump for your steam line. Pretty cool, man. I'm gonna give you all, again, got this also on eBay. Not everything came from eBay, but the majority did. So if I didn't give you the price, let me go over this. This was again number 10 on the list, and that's the 3/4, right? Water pump spacer swap kit. I picked that up for $26.44. Again on eBay, if I didn't say that. Close this up, put this away, and we're gonna get to the next unboxing, which will be number 11. And this one I'm a little excited for, because it's more of a bigger necessity part, you know what I mean? This is gonna help. Well, I'm gonna save it for the opening of the box. All right, so with that in mind, let me stop the camera. All right, here we go. Let me stand up for this one. These are gonna be, this is number 11 on the list. This is not from eBay. I picked this up. It's a company known as GSTP, and these are the hugger headers with gasket kit and hardware. So this is gonna wrap around your block. That way it should give you the clearance for your power steering, for your engine cross member, and that way it gives you the clearance, you know, because again, we're swapping a lot of stuff from old to like new, like resto mods. The guys that do resto mods know what I'm talking about, right? And again, they come in different shapes and fashion, right? Because look at guys that are lowriders like myself, right? Are trying to put these newer components, just trying to make a more reliable car, you know, that way less problems. Especially this, like again, with my engine, there's nothing wrong with my engine, right? The thing is, I've tried different things because I do have hydraulics, and it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. You start hitting the switches and then you lose the flow of your gas to the carburetor. And I tried different things, you know, networking with different guys in the scene, and they were like, put a check valve in it. I tried that. It does work a little bit, but once you start hopping a little bit, and then it just sucks when you're at the light, showing off, you know, dumping the back or hitting the front and whatever, three-wheeling, And then the light turns green, and you got to try to sit there and start your car sometimes. But I mean, it is something that we go through and everything. So with the fuel injection system that's going to be on this LS, I'm hoping that I delete that problem so we don't have it. Enough of talking. Let me open this up. Okay. Pull this out. Let me get rid of this box real quick. We can go through this together. I'm not going to open up both pipes. I mean, they're a little different because you have the driver's side and the passenger side and stuff. But very good quality. They're stainless. They're actually real small, man. But they hug the block. The welds are nice. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And inside you can see where everything collects, right? I guess that's the collector where all the pipes come together. Now the welds on it, they're through and through on the inside. I don't know again if the camera can see it. On the outside, they look a little more than tacked. They hit the bottoms, the tops, and the corners. You know, but again, it's a good price. So they're stainless steel hugger block headers. Again, I'm not going to open up the other side. I mean, I can, but there's the same, but a little different, right? And that was from GSTP. I find a lot of this stuff like on social media, on the internet, stuff like that. I know eBay does sell some, and they're probably similar, but I went through the GSTP company because not only did I buy my hugger block headers, I also bought my fuel sending unit, which will be an external, like how they got in the Corvettes and stuff like that. Just because, like I said, I got a stainless steel chrome gas tank, and I wasn't looking because I spent some good money on it, so I wasn't looking to buy me another gas tank. And it comes with the hardware. And we'll go more into depth on the install when we get there. Again, this is the, you know, opening up boxes and just checking it out, how the quality looks. This is the hardware. I'm not gonna bore you guys with opening this up. It comes with the flanges, 2 flanges. It doesn't have the bunghole for the what is it? The sensor. What's the shit called? Right now I can't think of what it's called. But the guys that know, and I do know what it's called, I just can't think of it right now. O2 sensors. There you go. So, but you can tap, you know, weld, you know, drill the hole, whatever, and weld the bung on there for your O2 sensors, your rear O2 sensors. I don't know if you got to run. These would be towards the front because I guess there's one on a Cadillac converter, but I'm not going to have those ones because I don't need to smog it. But for the guys that need to, so that's something for you to do some research on. But I am very impressed with what I got for the price. It comes with gaskets for the collectors that from the headers, and then it also comes with 2 gaskets. Well, it was 2 gaskets here, and then 2 gaskets also for the that mount to your heads. So, and then again, let me go through here and tell you again. It was GSTP hugger headers with gasket and hardware, and I picked these up. Ready? Drum roll. For a good price, man. It only ran me $139.99. Again, like there might be some modifications needed and this and that, but from my research, everything that's out there, you're still gonna have to modify something. Again, whether we engineers or not, we just garage mechanics. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna stop the video so I can put all this away, and then we're gonna get to number 12 and 13 like I did on the other one. also from the same company, but I will shoot out their company because again, this is an educational video. So stay tuned. Here we go again, fam. In the background, you see my daily, right? My Cadillac CTS. Again, man, look me up on my YouTube channel. You're gonna see, well, a gang of different shit, but most of it is about cars. So we're gonna do the opening of number 12 and number 13. So let me go ahead and see where this opens up at right here. This one I haven't even opened yet. I mean, semi-open, but let's see what's going on with this. Die-hard Raider fan, man. Always try to color coordinate with what I'm wearing, baby blue, but it's still the Raider shield. And y'all didn't tell me I wasn't wearing my other watch, man. Yesterday I was wearing my what was it? My I forgot what watch I was wearing. I'm a big watch guy too. So today I'm wearing my Citizen watch doing this, but I didn't start the video wearing it. But anyway, let's go ahead because it ain't about that. Let's go ahead back to this. Comes with instructions, and what I believe is this is the fuel pump sending unit. So this is number 12 from the same company as the headers. It's the GSTP fuel pump, LS fuel filter and regulator. I got it from GSTP, the company. You can find them on social media and stuff. That's where I found them. And I paid $69.99. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's in there besides the instructions. So put the instructions here. Comes with something. I believe this is for the actual external fuel pump, right? Because people say it's gonna make noise or whatever, it's gonna rattle. So I believe the fuel pump sits in this to kind of help with the noise. It also comes with some brackets. This is gonna mount on your frame. It's gonna be the external, not in your gas tank. And so this is gonna help with the noise. I kind of like it. Then here is the fuel pump. I'm not gonna open it outside the bag. I want to protect it as much as possible. But this is the actual fuel pump. It's external. Mount this somewhere on the frame towards the gas tank. It helps in the fuel to the fuel injection system. Then we have, let me see. Well, this one ain't all wrapped, like closed. So right here, we have two. One's an inlet, one's an outlet. I don't know yet. What I want to say is the fuel goes in on one of these nipples and it's going to return back to your tank on the other one. And this one's the one that's going to go towards your fuel rails to give fuel to your engine. It has a body mount around it for grounding with a wire that plugs in right here. So I assume this is the ground, and then you get those GF fittings, and it has the nipples on it, like I don't know what they're actually called, but so that way you can put those fittings on it. Pretty good quality from, again, I don't know for sure. We're gonna find out on everything. It comes with those GFI fittings, different ones. So I'm pleased with all, where I don't have to order shit separately and stuff like that. It also comes with some bar fittings, I guess, again, and some bolts, I guess. and washers and stuff like that. But again, for different applications, I don't know what the hell this is. Ooh, it's a mystery. I don't want to bore everybody, but I want to see what's in here. Let's see, what is this? Oh, another GF, whatever they're called. And I guess these, if you can see right here, it has like a, you need encavement to, I don't know how it actually mounts. But again, we're gonna do more videos in depth about how the actual fittings, how you actually install everything. So with that, again, I don't want to bore you. I'm gonna put this box to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and open up box number 13. So, man, they take it real good. Let's see. I should have did this off camera, actually, because I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible for all the viewers, man. I know time is money. I don't want to waste you guys' time. But again, we're going through this process again. Every application will be different. You know, this is what I'm trying to use. And again, I might have to change it up a little bit because this is a new journey for myself. How the fuck you open this shit? Let's see what box number 13 contains. I could tell you that's on the list, and I'll get to the list. They take this shit up good. So let's see. And these are my motor mount brackets, right? Again, oh, if I didn't tell you, again, might be redundant, repeating myself. I got the hugger headers, right? The hug the block from GSTP. I also got the fuel pump sending unit regulator with the filter inside it. Oh, it does have a filter in it. They use it like, I guess, on the older style Camaros. I mean, no, my bad. On the older style Corvettes. And also too, because these are 3 items that I did not get them from eBay. I went through their actual company, and it's the LS engine mount swap kit. So for the headers, I know I did say that it was $139.99. For the fuel pump regulator with the sending unit, all that shit, it came out to $69.99. And then what we're about to open up right now, which are the motor mounts, came out to $37.99. And again, everybody's gonna vary. This is just what was more convenient for me. Comes with all the hardware right here. That's gonna mount, and they're aluminum. They're aluminum. They're aluminum. They're adjustable. I don't know if they call them sliders. I'm not really sure. But and they're beveled in, so that way you mount this to your LS block, I want to say, and then you get your motor mount, and there's other holes to where you can adjust it farther back, farther forward, in the middle. Again, different applications, but it's pretty thick. I want to say it's about a quarter, maybe more than a quarter-inch thick. I don't know. But we're gonna find it out. What I do see on here, it says P. I want to say this is probably for the passenger side, so they make it easy so you don't have to say what's left or right, right? Because if you're looking at the vehicle, your right would be on one side and your left would be on another. And if you're in the actual seat of the car, you know, in the cab of your vehicle, then it would be opposite. When you're looking at it, your left would now be your right. And I don't want to confuse you, but it should be real simple. It says P on here, and I'm assuming, well, let's not assume. Let's look at this. This one should probably say D for driver side. And yes, right here at the corner too, just like this one. This one says P, and this one says D. So now we know what goes where. They're very simple. I appreciate that company for doing that, you know what I mean? Because again, some people be like, what's left and what's right? Are you looking at the vehicle from the front, or are you sitting behind the steering wheel? So I guess they make it foolproof, and I don't mean fool, I mean fool like where you hook them up differently. Enough of that, right? We're not in no English class, but so that was number 12 and 13. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stop the camera and put this stuff away, because again the OCD starts kicking in, and I want to try to have my shit organized. That's why I make a list, and that's what I suggest. If you're gonna be doing a build, I suggest that you go ahead and make a list, do your research on what's best for your application on your vehicle, and you know, try to be as organized as possible. And again, I don't know what else I need to buy. I mean, I have an idea on what I need to buy, but instead of buying a lot of stuff, that's why I'm trying to share with you on what I hope is going to work on my application. And again, it'll vary, because not everybody's got a 65 Impala. They might have a 65 Chevelle, they might have a 65 Buick, or you know, those Rivieras. Yeah, again, man, we're just trying to, I always stress this out, trying to keep this beautiful person alive. Enough said on that. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around, stop it, so we can get to the next unboxing. All right, stay tuned. All right, so here we go again. All right, we're on number 14, and then I got number 15 right here. And this is on the coil packs that we're gonna need. You don't necessarily have to go with for my application. If you guys seen also too on the valve covers, how the two-piece are gonna hide my coil packs anyway. And what I like about those though too, they came with the mounts already, so you don't have to use like a bracket to mount your coil packs. But I did go with them because they're blue for my application, even though they're going to be hidden. And then I bought the wires because they came with the coil packs. They're like a baby blue to match Impala Girl. Love Impala Girl, right? But some of them are kind of straight, like more like the stock ones. And from doing research though, they say that they need to be angled. I forgot if it's 35%, like you know, like or 90, or you know what I mean, the bent angles. So this was the thing. Did I have to really buy these? No, I could have bought the black coil packs or whatever, and they have different coil packs, the straights, different ones, right? Again, it all depends on everybody's application, but I got a good deal for these, because if I would have bought like just say some standard black ones like at AutoZone or Riley's, Napa, whatever auto parts might be near you, I would have spent a little bit more. And I was like, well, okay, I get the wires too, they're matching with my color scheme that I want to do, and if these wires don't work, I also bought some more wires, which would be on number 14 right here. Those are a little bit angled, so I can mix match and I won't have different colors, because I'm looking for a clean install, you know, with a little bit of accents that are gonna pop for my build, you know, stand mines out, like, you know, because again, we're a representation of who we are. Everything we do shows of who the person we are. And again, this might not be for your application, but it might be able to help someone, at least guide them, because there's so much stuff out there and it's so random, right? So enough of that. Let me go ahead and unbox number 14 first, right? And these are Cable Masters high performance ignition wires, and I like these too because it comes with a 1 year guarantee, but they're also thicker than the actual ones. They might even be on here. Hold on, let me go to the list real quick. Number 14. Oh, they're 10.2 millimeter, and then I want to say the ones that I got with the coil packs. I don't have my notes on here, but I want to say they're probably like 8 millimeter or whatever. So, you know, bigger wire, more spark you're gonna get, more current it's gonna carry. So let me open up these first, because that's the way I have it on the list. They come, I'm not gonna open them all up individually, but you can see the blue in it. That's what I want. Again, for my application, you see, I don't know if it's a 35% bend in it. And they come with the heat, and these ones are bent also towards the bottom. That way I'm trying to not have the wires touching the heat from the headers. You get what I'm saying? Because that'll cause a bad spark. And you can put boots and stuff like that, but I want it clean, you know. Again, this ain't a daily. This is something that I want to take out, you know, I don't know, once, twice a week, I don't know, once a month, who knows, you know, depending, because it gets hot out here. So, but it does have the heat shields too. These come off just like the stock applications. They have the spring in them. But I just figured that way. These weren't that expensive. Let me give you the price. And these also did not come from eBay. These two came from Amazon. I found them on Amazon, right? So number 14 will be Cable Masters, 10.2 millimeter spark plug wires, blue. They only ran me, believe it or not, $27.98. Yeah, 98 cents. So I figure I picked these up. They weren't that expensive, and it might get me out the jam. I might go back and forth on how the application is going to be with the headers, or I might just use all these and then just keep these ones as a spare. I'll let you guys see those too. I'm not going to really open up the bag, but let me just drop these in real quick. And then we're going to go to number 15. These were on Amazon, and these are E&A set of 8 square blue ignition coils and wires. I picked these up for $143.99. I could have bought the black ones because I got the covers, but I forgot the actual price. But just coils without wires that are blue to match those, but they're more straight. There's no angles, there's no bends. They're more like, there is on this part where it goes to the coils that come out of the valve where your coil packs are going to be, and they also came with heat shields. But just to play it safe, right? That way I'm not trying to scramble and run around. And they are a little bit lighter blue, but it's not going to really matter. But again, I could have just bought regular black coils because the color don't matter because the valve covers are going to be on it. But I couldn't pass up the price on it, and I found number 15, this with the wires with the coil packs on Amazon. And again, get at me. I'll share the information with you. And these, I guess it comes with some kind of instructions or specs on it. And man, wow, they're very nice. Even though I want such a clean setup or like an old school setup, that these are gonna actually be hidden. Very nice. Because they suggest, like, I guess I believe it's 100,000 miles, you should change your coils. And even though the car was the truck was running at the time, I decided might as well do it all right now while it's out, easier to install than while it's inside and coming with a misspark and only running on 6 or 7. You get what I'm saying? Like, You want it to be running fully. Like again on these LM7 Vortec motors, which is an LS family. It's an LS motor. It's not LS1, 2, or 3, or LT. It's all LS family though. And I want to say that the motor had a low 100,000 miles as I required it with the transmission. And that's why I'm going through. Well, I still have to open it up, but just the majority, I'm like, okay, plugs, wires, coils, timing chain, gaskets, rear main seal, front main seal, new oil pump, just stuff that's gonna actually make this car more reliable. That way I kind of like set it and forget it. Do it one time, and it's gonna last me a minute, It's gonna last a good minute. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with these. So we'll go more into depth as videos keep coming. Again, there's gonna be like install on how everything looks. There's gonna be before and afters. Again, man, just get on my page, man. Subscribe. My neighbor. How you guys do? Subscribe, share, like, push this content out there so that way it can help somebody, including you. Sometimes it's good to have like refreshing courses on this, but yeah, from what I see, looks pretty good, man. And I'm not racing stock. These motors come with about 300 horsepower, which is going to be fine for me, because I made well, it wasn't a mistake, it was just overkill on when I rebuilt the 327, bored it out, put a different cam in it. I might have to put a cam in. I got to open this up, but I'm going to probably run the stock cam because 300 horsepower is good, and with the intake that I'm putting in there, right, the low profile intake manifold, and the headers, it's gonna boost it up. I don't know the specs that much, but I'll be over 300 horsepower, and she's a cruiser, but she'll be able to skirt when she needs to, you know what I mean? She'll have the power. I'm looking just for a good sound. Again, I'm not there yet. When I open up the motor, start going through everything, because we are gonna change the transmission filter, gasket and all that. When I open up everything, I'm gonna see, because a lot of people don't like those 4L60s. They say that there's problems with it. Go with the 4L80s or whatever. But this is what I got, and I'm not going to be racing or trying to hit a quarter mile and I don't know 7, 8. I don't know what it is, right? Because again, I did that with the 327, and it was like overkill. So well, after I'm done with this the LS swap, I'm gonna be having I got a 350 all blinged out too. You'll see pictures of it in these videos. I also got a 327, original 327 that came with this car. And for the car guys that know, anything before 68 is a real 327. It's got a lower compression stroke, so it gives you more horsepower. I want to say that the 327 was over 300 horsepower, but after I did everything, I was close to almost 400 horsepower, which was, like some Tim Taylor shit, more power. Ooh, ooh. But being out here in the desert, in the wintertime it'd be great, but in the summertime I started running into complications as far as like my cooling, right? It would run hot. And you want it to be operating temperature, but you don't want it to run hot. You don't want to be looking at your gauges and you can't really enjoy your cruise, right? For the guys that just like to go out there and cruise and blase. But so that's a whole nother story. But I'm gonna have a lot of that stuff for sale, and nothing's for sale yet. Again, follow me on social media, man. Facebook, Instagram. There's a couple things on Facebook. I got my Old Schools Only Car Club out there on Facebook. I have 1965 Impalas Only, apostrophe S, on Facebook with a big following. Also, I have my regular page under Gilbert Guillermo. I have my YouTube channel, which you can find me under Gilbert Guillermo or Shorty Mac G1. very simple, man. I'm willing to guide or share my journey because I don't know how much knowledge I may have, man. I'm just scratching the surface. I'm a garage mechanic, backyard mechanic. However, that's my education. I didn't go to school for it, but I love these cars. I have so much passion for them. So that's what gives me the will to learn about these cars. And again, man, I don't want to take up too much because we still have some more boxes to open up. We just hit 15, and on this list there's 24. I got about 20. I'm still waiting for about 4 more parts to come in, and then I still got to order stuff. But with the cooling issue, I already got me a 4-core champion radiator. I'll go more into depth after we do the unboxing. I got my fan shroud for a 16-inch 300 CFM fan. It can cool a big block, so it should have no problem cooling the LS motor. It can cool a small block 350. And I'll even though they're already installed, I'll let you know where I got them at and the prices on that too. And from there, stop this video so I can close this up and open up the next one. So stay tuned. Okay, here we go again, man. I have to skip something on the list, not because I want to go out of sequence, but I don't have it yet. And that would be number 16. That's the Dakota Digital Dash Clock. I got that on eBay. We'll talk about it more. It ran me like $80.75. But we'll go more into depth on that. So we're gonna skip 16 because again, I don't have it. And we're gonna go on to number 17. And I have it right here. Man, they put a lot of tape on this. Number 17 is going to be, excuse me. Number 17 will be the LS heater core bypass. Because again, I don't have factory AC. Later on, I might do an AC aftermarket. But for now, because again, I'm in the desert, so I'm not worried about no heater either. And this is just a hose. Right? You guys don't have to spend the money if you don't want. I got this on eBay though too. Comes with 2 clamps. It's a U-shape, that way you don't have no bends in it. Again, I'm just looking for a clean install. And my LS heater core bypass, it ran me $10.92. Okay? I'm gonna put this to the side because we're going to try to push this video. And we're going to go to number 18. Now, there's a lot of stuff out there as far as like your accessory brackets. And really, I only need to run my alternator and my power steering. So, I found this also on eBay. It's all aluminum too. Let me go ahead and open this up and we'll go through it together. It's over here, over there. And this is all aluminum. Now I want to say this mounts onto your block, and then you will have your, hold on real quick. Comes with instructions. That's always a good thing, right? Even though for the car guys like me, we just give me a wrench and let's bolt this shit together. So comes with back bracket, the front bracket, or maybe it's like this. I don't know. Again, I gotta look at the instructions, but I might not. But it will mount your alternator. Then down here on the bottom will be for your power steering. Different applications are for different, you know, however you want to do it. Some guys put the alternator on the other side. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. But what I am noticing on this aluminum bracket, right? I could polish it out. Got it pretty cheap on eBay. I'm looking at the bracket, and it has some indentation grooves. So I want to say this is the front side, like where you're gonna see for the bolts to actually go in. This one is more flush. Comes with all the hardware. I'm not gonna open it all up right now. Different spacers. So again, I gotta. Oh yeah, here we go. I gotta look at the directions, because it lets you know which spacers go where they need to go, and then it's gonna mount something like this, right? I don't know, like this, right? But again, I found this on eBay. A buddy of mine's at a car show. He has a '63 wagon. I'm trying to think of his name, man, and I can't remember right now. I took some pictures, shared, you know, networking, right? It's all about networking and keeping these cars out there. And he got at me. He told me about LSX, right? Well, I went on eBay, and once I found out what the actual part's called, and I'll go ahead and say it when I look at the list right now. On eBay, and I found it cheap, bro. That's why I don't have the clock now, because once I save some money on the bracketry, because you could look this up and you'll be overwhelmed. At least I was, because they want like anywhere from like 16, 18, or even $2,000. And some of them are black and this and that. Like, and nothing wrong with having a black application. I'm looking for, because I end up putting a lot of chrome on this build, or polished aluminum. You know, because I like to show the heartbeat. I like to open up the hood and people be like, wow, man, it's a beautiful car. Because 65s are beautiful. For the ones that know, or the ones that don't know, man, Impala 65s, they were the first year of the round body style, right? I don't like to say the fastback look, like, even though they say 67's fastback, because and nothing wrong with Fords either, Mustangs and stuff like that. It's just Mustangs were known for like the fastback look. So I call it the round body style, with the beautiful lines, with the nice little sharp fin, like a round sharp fin. It looks fast even standing still, the 1965 Impalas, right? But what I liked about that is the first year of the round body styles and the last year of the round 6 tail lights, right? In 1958, for the Impala guys, right? Impalas were known for those round 6 tail lights, 3 on each side. And the thing is, like, in 66, even though the bodies are similar, the body lines drop towards the fender instead of going all the way towards the nose of the car, like the grill and stuff like that. And 66 or 9, I'm like a Steve Urkel when it comes to these cars. They're beautiful. I love all the Impalas, but again, the 65 is just super, super sexy with the body lines. It looks fast, even standing still. I like in GM was on a movement at that time, right? And this ain't gonna be a history video or nothing like that, but GM was on something right there, where they were like, because all the cars were like a square, you know, like a box. And in 65, Chevy, GM came out with the 1965 Impala, and it was round. It was sleek. It was like state of the art for that time. But they left some stuff that the Impalas were known for, because back in 1958 when the Impalas first came out, they didn't know if they were going to call it a Junior Cadillac. And I hate to break the news to you guys, right? That's why in 1958 they're known as the Bel Air Impala. But sales, I don't have the numbers, but sales were so up that they said, we don't need to use the Bel Air name. Nothing wrong with the Bel Air name. Again, I'm just a car guy, but I want to give you a little back history. The sales were so good, they dropped the Bel Air name in 1959 and just went with the Impala. So all the guys that are Impala guys and say, oh yeah, it's an Impala. Well, when they first came out in 1958, they were the Bel Air Impala. So with this, GM or Chevy, they made a statement. First round body style, box frame instead of the X frame, and the last year of the 6 tail lights. And there might be guys going to say, no, well, wait, what? Okay, yeah, I know in 66, they were more like a wraparound flat, and then in 67, they were rounded at the top, but they were all together, and flat at the bottom, like a unit. And then in 68, they realized that they messed up, and they tried to bring the 6 tail lights back in the bumper of the 68, where they were flat on the top and oval or roundish towards the bottom, which was nice too. But again, that's why I say 1965s, in my opinion, were the best year, because it's the first year of the round body style, making a sleek look with beautiful body lines. If you look at the back quarter panels on the fins, you still see them, like even on my daily, on my Cadillac, they have kind of a fin towards the back. The Camaros, even some of the Corvettes, right? The newer Corvettes with the mid-engine. I think it's a back engine. I don't know if it's towards the back. But anyway, that's for a whole nother video. But as you can tell, I'm a very big Impala enthusiastic, right? I love these cars. I love all the cars, actually. I think there needs to be more information out there, put out there for people just to bring them alive, man. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this right here, put this away, and we're gonna open up some more boxes. How's that, man? Okay, here we are with number 19. Number 19 is gonna be, I'm gonna try to move through these because we're losing daylight. So number 19 is gonna be the kickdown cable for the 4L60 transmission. Found that on eBay as well, $38. If I didn't tell you the number 18, let me backtrack a little bit, because instead of trying to edit and put all this shit, let me go back a little bit. The LS heater core bypass, which was number 17, if you've been watching the videos, that ran me $10.92. If you hear my granddaughter in the background, she's calling for me. She's saying, "Ampa, I love you, Mom." Okay, so the heater core bypass was $10.92, and that was on eBay. I found it. The LS serpentine bracket for the alternator power steering, that's that aluminum bracket that I showed you, is for the alternator and also the power steering. That was $39. I might look a little crooked, my glasses are crooked. $39.03. So what I'm opening up now is number 19, is the kickdown cable for 4L60 transmission. That ran me $38.05. Again, that was on eBay. Nothing too special about this. I don't know if this is, no, it's not instructions. It's just my invoice, I guess. But it comes with a braided hose. It's got the connectors. So it's got, again, for that clean install that I'm looking for. And that was number 19. The kickdown cable, it was $38.05. I'm not gonna close this up. We're gonna move on real quick. That was 19. Let me pick up number 20. This is something that I kind of like, right? This is number 20 right here. It's a 3-inch cold air intake filter. Found it on eBay. It was $19.56. And now they got different colors. They got red, blue, black, chrome. Well, again, I wanted to put some blue accents because of the color of the car on this. So I liked it, actually. My son thought it was the shit, right? Because we're building this car for my son anyway, Jojo. I'm just a caretaker. Like when people say, oh, Impala Girl's so nice, man. You have a nice car. And I said, well, yeah, thank you. But it's actually my son's car. I'm just a caretaker. I'm the one that I'm the one that pays the bills on it. I'm the one that builds it. I'm the one taking care of it. It's something to pass down to keep the legacy alive. You know, also too, like I always say, you hear Impala Girl in the background. Again, my video's in the background, man. So I'm sorry if you've seen if hearing you hearing me. So enough of that. Let me open this up. This is number 20. It's the air filter for the intake. Nothing too special except the color for me. But I am gonna go into some things. I'm not gonna pull. This is the clamp that comes with it. That's gonna mount. And they even got plastic around the chrome and around the blue right here. The air filter's blue too. What I do want to say about these intakes, they're washable, right? And a lot of them are, but with this one, supposedly you don't have to oil it, because you know when you put the oil, it collects more dust depending on where you're at too. So this one you could wash, blow it out, let it dry, and reinstall, and you ain't gotta put none of that lubricant for the filter. I mean, I still might do that, but just putting that out there because that's what I read about it. And yeah, it's pretty nice, man. We'll close all this up in a minute. Let's move on to number 21. Did I say the price on that? If I didn't, number 20 is the 3-inch cool air intake filter. $19.56. Again, I bought that on eBay. I'm struggling a little bit because I gotta put on my glasses, but I get tired of doing all that. So let's go to 21. Let me flip this paper around. So on number 21, let me go ahead and give you what's on here. It's just the aluminum LS throttle cable bracket. It's 102 millimeters, and that was $13.67. Also on eBay. Again, I had to change a lot of shit up because this LM7 that I got, right, it came with a wire throttle, and you could buy the pedal out there, but the pedal is just like the newer cars. It's just, for my application, it would be ugly. Not saying that I'm against it or anything like that, but for my application, I wasn't feeling that. So I had to go with a cable throttle, and I had to buy a bunch of different stuff like the bracket, the cables, the pedal, this and that, because on this 65 that I have right here, it's all rods. And the guys that know what I'm talking about know it's not a cable, it's a rod. It's a throttle rod, a throttle, it's or a kickdown rod. It's not a kickdown cable or throttle cable. So that's why I had to switch everything up. If my grandson, you want to come in the video? Come here, man. Come here. Come here, Papa. Come here. Wait. Come here, so we can see you.
You know where the water is?
No, I don't know. Say hello to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay, this is my grandson, Eli, man. All right, Papa. Go do what you got to do. let me get back to this, all right? Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm a grandfather. And family first, right? So let me get on to number 21. It's gonna be the bracket for the kickdown cable and also my throttle cable. Since I'm not going with stock applications, these are things like little things that you're gonna have to buy, right? And this is also aluminum. Let me open this up. So let me see. I want to say it's probably I don't have a measurement right now, but I'll take a guess to say about a half-inch thick. Good aluminum. It's not polished. Everything can be polished. Again, to your application if you're not concerned about it. But I think it's pretty strong. I don't know how strong it needs to be, but I'm kind of impressed with this. Again, this was on eBay. Then it also comes with this other bracket that's gonna mount. There's a couple brackets. Okay, with the hardware, another bracket. Well, with these two brackets, I'm not gonna open them both of them. We see holes. There's if you look right here, there's one, I guess, for the bolt to go in. It's kind of embezzled, and then it has another 3 round holes and a square hole. So one of them is for the throttle cable and one is for the kickdown cable, or depending on the application, it has 2 holes that are embezzled to mount the bolts in. And again, for your kickdown and your throttle, depending, I'm not really sure if it's round or square, but it's set up like that, and the hardware is right here too. Hope you guys can see that. Let me go ahead and move on. Let me put this to the side, because these are little parts, right? Instead of jumping up and doing all that, let me grab this. Did I tell you guys the price on that? It was on eBay. It's an aluminum LS throttle cable bracket, 102 millimeter. It was $13.57 on eBay. So if I didn't mention that, I'm mentioning it now. We're gonna move on to number 22, which is the LS coolant system vent kit. Okay, and like I was explaining earlier about the vent lines, right? Now, so they have 4 ports. On the newer ones, they have 2 ports. Well, on my application, which is still stock, it has the block off ports in the back, but it does have a vent cable in the front. And what that is because there's going to be air pockets. That's when they made it, because how they position the water pump. It's not at the highest point. There's more videos on YouTube that you could look up that go more into depth about it. So my thing was, I was like, all right, I gotta hook this up to run a steam line so my heads don't get hot, so I don't overheat. You get what I'm saying? So I can enjoy the cruising. And again, for my application, because they got different applications, right? But for me, I wanted some shiny stuff. I want her to bling out. So I want to say this hose is steel braided. I guess I'm gonna have to open this up because it's not a transparent bag, so that way we can see exactly what we're looking at. So it comes with your steam vent port, which will be right there where the front of your intake manifold. It's a braided one. I'm gonna use my existing block off ports in the back, because your motor's gonna see it at a tilt anyway. That's why they block them off. Again, there's other videos out there, but I want a clean installation, so it's still braided. Looks good. And then they even some Teflon. Teflon's always good. You know, I mean, that's not the big deal, because everybody should have Teflon in their toolbox. But I appreciate you guys for that company. And then it comes with some O-rings. I don't know if you can see them. 4 O-rings. Comes with 2 bolts. One is longer than the other because on the steam, for your steam lines, it's going to go into your block, and then you're going to have to run the hose over to the other one. This one's shorter. So the shorter bolt would go on this. Again, we'll go more into the application. Then we have the longer one because this would go on that into the block, of course, with the O-rings. And this one has 2 holes because this one had one. It mounts in. It's gonna mount in. All right, and then we have this nipple right here. And this nipple, what it's gonna do is gonna hook up here or on the side. I think it goes on the top. I'm not sure. I gotta look at some stuff again. When we do the installation, it's gonna come more in depth on the install. This is just the open boxing of everything. And then you hook a hose up to this. It's a rigid nipple. I don't know the actual name for it. And then if you guys remember seeing my spacer brackets for my water pump, it had on one of the spacers a hole with, I want to say it was a bronze. I might change that because I kind of want to look for this color. And then you put a hose from your steam vent. This will hook everything up. And then when this is hooked up, then you run the hose from this nipple here to the nipple that's on your bracket for your water pump spacers. So again, we'll go more into depth. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna stop the video again right here. We're getting close, but I'm gonna stop the video here so I can put this away and not bore you guys. And again, stay tuned, man. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share the video, man. Don't cost nothing. The more you guys like the video, it helps that, how you say, algorithm, and it puts this information out there for all the car guys. You know what I'm saying? Beginners to even the guys that know, you know, because sometimes too we're just looking for the best bang for our buck. So with that, stay tuned.